Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to what's hopefully the last day, day 4 on Project Roger. I left you at the end of the last video hanging on tenterhooks. We've got to try and get this seal finished off, get the skirt on, get the skirt painted, get the wing on, get the door on and get all that side finished. And then we should be ready, apart from doing that wheel. Not that that affects the MOT. We should then be ready for the MOT, which is at the end of next week. So we've got some time to get it done. Let's go. Right, we've left it overnight to harden off. It's really not shiny at all, that, but I am going to redo that with some 2K. But I wanted to be able to do the seal and the door at the same time. I am going to put the wing back on now. I know it means I've got to mask it off when I paint, but I just don't want to. I want to get it in, make sure everything's in the right position. Like with that, if that needs knocking around, backwards, forwards, whatever, I want to be able to do that before I start doing the sill and everything, the skirt. So we'll get the wing on first and then hopefully all will be good. Right, there you go. So, it was a little bit of a job, but it wasn't too bad. It's quite forgiving because, of course, it's black paint and black tiger seal, so it's a little bit forgiving. So I've filled in any gaps along the top there and underneath. I say underneath, I mean at the edges, sort of down there. And it's all, as you can see, held in place with chunks of wood. So I shall probably leave those there all day. Take them out in the morning just to be on the safe side, and then tomorrow morning we can get the door back on. Actually, I say that it's not going to take that long to go off. I'm just wondering whether I could paint this afternoon. I was going to rub it down and paint it before I put it on the car, but I thought, you know what, let's just get it on the car. But yeah, pleased with it, really pleased with it. So the wing's on, wing's in a nice position as far as I can see. I haven't actually shut the bonnet yet. I need to do that actually and check to make sure it's all okay. Just got one more bolt to do up in there. Oh, and the front one as well. I haven't put the front one in yet. Should have done that before I put the headlight in, never mind. And then once that's all done, of course, we can get the arch liner back in, and then we'll refurb that wheel, and then hopefully we'll be done, apart from a clean. So I'm hoping to get this car finished Monday, and then it will be finished. New number plate can go on the back, as we've only got the front one on at the moment. Damn good clean, inside and out. And then we'll be ready for the MOT, which is at the end of the week, as I said. And then we can move on to the next car. Right, I have been cleaning my patio this afternoon, and I had the gate open, so as you can see the car is now covered. Mind you, it was filthy dirty anyway, but it's covered in muck now, so I'm just going to give it a wipe over. I can't remember if I've shown you this, it's all done now. I thought I would put the door back on. I did contemplate putting the new door, if you remember right at the very beginning of this project, I said that I bought a new door. And I thought, you know what, I've got it still, should I put it on? And then I thought, if it's got glass and everything else, and it's just a matter of straight put it on, then I will, because it saves me painting it. But when I looked at it, it's a bare door. I mean, it's got a lot of the stuff on it. It's got the speaker and what have you, but it's no glass, no locking mechanism, no runners, none of that. No handle, obviously. I would have to change that anyway, and no wiring loom. So I thought, let's just put the original door back on, and then we'll repair that tomorrow or in the next day or two. So I am going to wipe that over, and then I'm going to get my daughter to come out and help me put it on, because you know I can never do it. I need to move the car a bit, move it over a bit, because I can't actually get the door open enough to get it on properly. So we'll just move it in the middle of the drive. Before we do that, we've got to get the rubber back on. Obviously we've taken off all the paper. We did still manage to get dust on it. Don't know how. I've just put the wires back into position where they were, and just got to get the door rubber back on and that bit back on as well. We will need to stick that plate back on at some point as well. I'm not too worried about that in the moment. But yeah, let's get this rubber on, and then we can get this door on. Right, my God, the dust. Okay. That is the gearbox priming, in case you didn't know. I went to put the clutch down then. Oh, I've got no mirror. That's weird. Right, let's get this door on. Right, so that's on. We just want to see, let's get that bit of masking tape off of there. We want to see whether this door's in the right place. So I'm not going to close it right up. Might be a bit close, that wing might, I thought it might do, might just need moving a smidgen over. We won't know properly until we close it properly, but I'm just going to thread through the wiring. I've just realised I've put this back on, and I need to plug that wiring back on. I'll have to unscrew that again. Damn it. Never mind. So we feed that back through that hole there, do the grommet up, and then do the bolts up, and then hopefully it'll fit. But I do think it's going to, obviously normally you would put a door on before a wing, but it was only because of the way I was working. So as long as I can shut the door, I'll do this tomorrow. Just need shifting forward a little bit. Not much, a smidgen, a mil probably, if that. But as long as it doesn't foul the wing when I close the door, otherwise we'll have to do it now. There you go. Look at that, it's beautiful. Nice. The only thing that's not perfect on it is where the skirt is a second-hand skirt, where it was taken off of another car, where it's been prized, there are bends in the plastic. Can't odds that, unless I buy a brand new one. I think that's always going to be the case. It's not been taken off carefully, so you can see them, they do stick out like a sore thumb, in fact. But I think also the fact that the skirt is lovely and shiny and glossy, that doesn't help, but it doesn't detract from the look really. It's nice, it's good. In hindsight, maybe I should have got a new one. But as for the wing, it's actually okay, the gap's fine. So I don't need to adjust it, so that's good. In fact, it's so good that I'm even going to get a new one of those on. Yeah, pleased with that. Got to redo that wing. So in the next couple of days we'll sort this out, get that painted. If it comes out crap, then we'll put the other door on. But I think it's going to be alright. But yeah, we'll get the door card on, get the mirror on, and that'll do for the time being. There you go, it's done. The door is rubbing just a very, very tiny bit about here, so I am going to move that forward just a little bit. It's nothing much, but it's probably a millimetre, because the gap itself looks all right. Yeah, just needs some, it's more sort of towards the bottom, so just needs to move out a little bit, but it's nothing much. Also, we could tell that needed to move forward a little bit, because I was going to move the bonnet back a little bit, this edge, which I probably will still, because it's just a tiny bit out. Other side's fine. So once that moves forward just a touch, it may mean that the bonnet doesn't need moving. So we'll do that first, but we'll get that done tomorrow. So it might be a bit arse-about-face way of doing this, but I've still got that final bit of painting to do and moving that wing. But because the car was so filthy, I just wanted to get it clean first. So we'll clean it and then we'll do that wing and do the painting. The only thing is, of course, the ground's going to be wet, but at least I'll say it's a sunny day. It was a sunny day. It's clouded over a little bit, but it will be a sunny day, and it is warm today. So hopefully the ground will grow. Hopefully it won't grow. Hopefully the ground will dry sooner rather than later, so I'm not kneeling on soaking wet ground. Okay, now it's clean and it's looking sparkling, apart from the obvious. So we need to get that done. So what we'll do is I will put I'll probably put a towel in the door, close the door. We'll do this before I do the wing, I think. Or should I do the wing for no? I'm going to do that first. Right, it's all masked up. That little corner there is primed. 3 coats of primer, blocked down, dried off. Panel wipes all the way along there. So I'm probably going to do the colour all along there. We've got a loose soft edge there, so we don't go. Yeah, soft edge all the way along there. So we don't want any hard lines. So hopefully that will all be okay. I'm not going to go up with colour up to there. Obviously we've got scuff marks which need to be done. So I'll probably go with colour along all the way along the bottom, I imagine. I might just flick out into the bottom and see how that looks actually. Yeah, I think I might do that. Right, got a little dust coat I've just put on there. And sort of flicked it out a little bit there. Obviously we'll let that go off for 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and put a couple of heavier coats on, at least a couple of heavier coats. And then in the meantime, I think what we're going to do, we had some little small, I say scratches, I think they're going to polish out. Yeah, I think you can't feel that. Oh, you can just about feel it. I'm going to try and polish those out first. See, I don't know what this is. It almost looks like paint. I'm just trying to think. I've not done anything this side that would have got any paint over it. I just remembered I got that as well. Oh damn, I forgot about that. I'm going to have to do that as well. Ah, balls. I didn't even notice that, I don't think. Had I noticed that before? I'm going to have to sand that and paint that as well. Oh, that's a nuisance. Didn't expect to have to do that. Never mind. But we can try and polish that out first. If that doesn't work, we'll have to try and put some paint into it. But we've got to polish that off as well. Whatever that is, that'll come off with polish. Not quite sure what it is. That's pretty much gone. You can just about see it in the right light, but it's black. Black shows up every tiny little mark, so it doesn't warrant putting any paint in it. I have got some Sonax black polish and polish and something or other. I can't think what it is. I've rubbed that down as well. We just need to wax some paint over that. I think that's all we need to do. Don't need to get carried away with that. Paint and a bit of clear. Hopefully should hopefully blend in all right. I've just dried it off and panel wiped it. We'll do that in a minute. I've done another coat down here. I mean, this bumper is done in the same paint and it looks fine, matches fine, so it shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, it's looking better already. So I'll give that a few minutes just to flash off, and then we'll get some more on. Right, I tried to use that 2K lacquer from the other day, and unfortunately it splattered. So I've binned it, and I thought I'm not going to waste an entire can of 2K just for that and that tiny bit on the wing. So I've just used 1K on it. So I'm probably going to have to wet sand it to get rid of the speckle, and then we'll polish it all up and it'll be fine. It blends in all right. It's just a bit, you can see it from various angles, but of course you always have to polish that up. Same applies to that. I've done that looks fine. It's just got a lot of dust around it. Once that's all polished up, that'll be fine. You can't see the mark that was there before at all now. It's blended in nicely. Right, we've got a redone wheel which looks much closer. The wing has been moved. It now lines up nicely. Got a decent gap down there. We do have to touch up a bit of paint down there. That's just where it was catching, so we'll do that at the end of the week. That's all painted. It is going to need a wet sand and a polish. We've got the new rear number plate on. That's a sure sign that we're coming towards the end of this project. We've done all this. We got those specs off eventually. That's all got to be polished up. Don't think it would need wet sanding, just polishing I think. And then we'll probably give it another clean. I haven't touched the inside yet, it's very dusty inside. We'll do that Thursday. The aircon is not cold. Now it's climate control, so I'm hoping it's not. I can't remember on this car, and I will put it up on screen now because I need to look back at my first two videos. I can't remember if I replaced the radiator or not, or the aircon condenser. I don't think I did, but I need to make sure because it was quite some time ago. Morning, welcome back. So I'm not sure if I mentioned before, I think I did, that I thought the exhaust was blowing. Today's MOT day. MOT's in a couple of hours, and obviously that was probably going to fail because it was quite a big blow. And when I got underneath, the back of the pipe was actually moving in and out. It had seemed to have broken free, and you could see where the sealant was, and it was just blowing out of there. So I don't, maybe the clamp wasn't done up tight enough. So I took the clamp off. I put a load more gum around it. Pushed it back in, tightened the clamp up as much as I can, and then put more sealant around it as well. The cats decided to go and have a look at it, so I did that yesterday lunchtime. So plenty of time for it to have gone off. So that's why I've left it up on ramps. So I'm gonna clamber underneath. I'll give you a little look-see. Hopefully it's done it. Then we'll start her up, get her off the ramps, and then although I've not got anything left to do for the MOT. What I need to do is get the inside cleaned, and then probably what we'll do later on is we'll get this polishing done, cutting and polishing on the door and on the wheel arch. Unfortunately, I think my neighbour's just gone away, and his temporary courtesy van is now parked in the way. Well, say in the way, it's on his side of the drive, so, but sort of in my way a bit, so I don't know how long he's gone away for. I just saw him walking out the front door with a suitcase, so yeah, never mind. Let's clamber underneath and I'll show you. Right, so that was the bit that was all right. It was over here, so I can't really show you very much to be fair, but there's plenty of gunk around that now, so hopefully that's all sealed. Oh, point that, it might help. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. Sorry. Was I zoomed in? Yes, I was. There you go. So that's where I've sealed. So I've sealed it, and then I've sealed round it as well. Hopefully that will do the job. I say that side, this side seems to be okay. It was just that end, so I've really done that clamp up tight now, so it should do it. We'll start it up now. We'll have a listen, and then hopefully it's going to pass the MOT with no advisories. Hopefully. Right, let's give it a go. Strangely, we don't have to put our foot on the brake to start these. I always thought you did, but we don't seem to in this one. Right, fingers crossed. Oh, that sounds better. Yeah, that sounds much better. Yeah, I think that's done it. That's good. Right. So what I'll do is I'll get it off the ramps, get the hood down as well, as today is going to be the hottest day of the year so far. It's the 1st of May today. Bearing in mind, I did the walk around video on this on the 2nd of January. I got this car on New Year's Eve and I did the walk around on the 2nd of January, and today is the 1st of May. So I've had it some time, haven't I? I mean, it's been sitting on the back burner for weeks, stroke months. But we're almost there now. We're very, very nearly there. Let's go. Let's carry on. Let's get it nice and clean on the inside, and then we can get it for the MOT. And then what I'll do is I'll join you when they come back from the MOT, and hopefully we'll have a pass. Right, we're back from the MOT. Unfortunately, it failed. Really annoying. Let me show you why it failed. Really annoyed with myself for not figuring this out. So if we switch the ignition on, oh. No horn. No horn. Why the hell does the horn not work? Now, when I change that, bearing in mind I've had this car a long time, and I'd put that in quite some time ago. I can't remember whether I took the steering wheel and the airbag off, because it's easier to get to the screws down here by doing that. So I don't know whether I did or not. I can't remember. There's the horn, and as you can see, it's broken. Let me show you properly. Look. So that contact isn't making contact with that. And now it's probably fixed. I've probably just pushed it back and that's fixed now. So I'll try putting it back on, and we'll try see if it works now, because that's all it was, that little clip. I think that was just making the contact, so let's try it. Right, there we go, that's all it was. That's all it was. Huh. Can you believe it? Well, as I say, I'm glad I haven't taken the airbag off to try that first. So once we put that back on in position, that'll be absolutely fine. That's all it was. Can't believe that. Somehow that's got dislodged. No idea how, but who cares? Right, so I think there's going to be no gas in here. Now this was hit. Now on the original, on day one and on day one and the walk around, we made the comment that this bar was kissing that, and it doesn't look as if it's gone. And I said that there was no staining or anything around it. So we are. I was going to say we're clutching at straws. We're not. Oh yeah, look, there's barely any. That's it. That's all there is. That's why it's not working. Lack of gas. So there was a tiny little bit in there. Nothing much. So we take that bolt out of there. You have to be careful with that, of course, because you don't want to be putting CFCs into the atmosphere, obviously. However, that was such a tiny amount. Obviously you shouldn't really do that either, but well, I want a screwdriver just to prise that out. Like so. There we go. And then I think we can do this without taking any bars off. I think we might have to take one bar off, I'm not sure. We'll give it a go. If we have to take one bar off, we'll probably take the top one off, but let's try it first. Right, will this lift out? Oh, I've got to undo the electrical connection as well. Oh no, that's on the pipe, isn't it? Right, we're hoping that lifts out. No, not quite. Nearly. Very, very nearly. Oh, actually, no, if I put it in that way, yeah. So if we do the opposite way around. So it doesn't look, as you can see, it doesn't look that damaged, but it obviously has been. Presumably there. Right, let's go and get the new one. That was quite easy to take out of there, wasn't it? That's good. Right, let's go and grab the new one, take it out of the box, and then we'll put it in. Just realised I wasn't recording. I've put the new one in, so as you saw me take it out, portrait mode if you like. So I twisted it around by 90 degrees to lift it out, and then I've done the same going in. This bloody thing's getting on my nerves. Let's take this off for a minute. We've got to do that bit first. Take the bung out. Put the pipes in, make sure the washers are there. Oh, that one hasn't got a washer. Is it on the old radiator? Or is it missing? Is that why we've got no gas? The O-ring. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to look on the old one. If not, I think... Not mad, going mad, am I? No. That might be why we've got no gas. If we've got an O-ring missing. Lucky. It was on there. Now, which way round do these go? That way round, I think. There we go. Right, push those in. Put the bolt in. Swap over bits. Awkward this, awkward holding it and getting the thing in the first place. There we go. Nearly there. I always like to do these types of things up by hand rather than using a power, just to prevent any over tightening really. Right, okay, that should do it. Yeah, that's it, done. There you go, all back together again. New condenser, horn is now working. All we've got to do is get the aircon filled and hope there's no damage to the pipe. But didn't see any damage to the pipe when I was down there before and had a good look, but hopefully not. Otherwise, you know, be back to the drawing board again. But we'll I'll phone the my aircon guy, see when he can do it for me, and then back to get the re-MOT tomorrow, and he'll do that straight away for me as it was just the horn, and then a final wash. Tyre black up. I did the inside this morning, but I will get. I used elbow grease to get all the dust and everything off, so I will go over it with some leather cleaner as well, and then we'll give it an entire polish with the Sonax black polish, and then it should. And we'll do something with the roof. I'm not going to go over the top with the roof because the roof's not really dirty. Actually, I need to open it again. And then that'll be it. Right, time to get this finished. I've got the tow eye cover. I've just got that's painted. I'm just waiting for it to dry. It's painted and lacquered, just waiting for it to dry so I can put it on. We need to give it a hand wash. Not going to bother jet washing, just going to give it a hand wash. Then we're going to use that Sonax black polish on it, give it a nice polish, and then we are going to, once we've done that, I'm going to get all bird poo over it as well, and cobwebs, and then I'm going to give it, clean the leather. The leather is clean, I'm just going to use a treatment on it, do the dash and what have you, put it out on the road, black the tyres up, and then we're done. And I can message the first potential buyer and let them know it's ready to go. Fantastic. Right, have you ever seen a car so shiny? That's incredible, incredible shine. That Sonax stuff, I've never used it before, the coloured stuff. That's really, really good. So you basically put it on with a cloth, microfiber, immediately polish it with another microfiber, leave it for a minute or two just to haze over a bit more, and then buff it off, and you get an incredible, I'm not sure whether this gives it the full effect through the camera, but it's as shiny can be. I am going to wax it as well. Yeah, it looks absolutely stunning. So shiny, so shiny. even with a black car, you know, with the black car which shows up every mark. It was, oh, I've actually missed a bit there. I was just about to say, you don't see bits that you've missed on other colours, but on black you do, and I can see one there. I just need to buff that off. Oh, what's that? A bit of dust. I did spill a bit over the window, so I've got to clean that off. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to put some Fuso wax over it as well, just to protect it even more. Right, I've just put this stuff on as well. Maguire's, really good, really easy to put on. Really, really easy. It's quite thin. It goes on a treat and then it buffs off so easy. And look at that paintwork. It is just so damn shiny. It's ridiculous. And the bumper painted by me. Fan-bloody-tastic. Right, now we need to just move on to the inside now and get that cleaned properly. Right, we're done. Finished. One thing left to do, which I'll do in a minute, is to black the tyres up, but I'm going to reverse it out on the road to do that. So we are completely finished now. It is sparkling clean. It is looking absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So we've done everything now on this. So we've got a refurbished wheel, which looks great. We've got great tyres. We got a repaired door. We got a new sill. We got a replacement skirt. It's been cleaned. It's been polished. We've repaired that little scrape there. Yeah, it's just a new wing, wasn't it, that side as well. We got a new bumper. Didn't need a new front panel, did we? We've repaired headlights. I think we replaced one headlight. New set of number plates. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely stunning in this car. This is going to absolutely fly out the door, this car. Absolutely. Oh, we repaired that as well because that was all peeled, so we've done that in the same colour as the car. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Obviously the inside is just as stunning with a beautiful black leather, which is all nice and clean with a TFT display. New set of mats, temporary mat over the top there. New MOT, aircon's been regassed, new condenser. Done, finished, gone. Well, it will be gone very, very soon. So I have managed to do this car complete, and it will be sold as well before you've even seen the walk around. So I will make that walk around video go live as soon as this car's gone. The following weekend, this will be, you'll start to see this. Yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful car. That's the first time I've ever done that, where I've actually completed a project before you, my viewers, have ever actually seen it. You've not, as I say, you've not even seen the walk around, but just look at it. Absolutely stunning. I was a bit worried when I first got it, excited to get it done. I got this car on the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. I did the walk around on the 2nd of January, and it is now, today is the, not sure what the date is today, 8th, 7th of May, 5 months later, and it's done, ready to go. I wanted to get it finished by the end of April for the weather, although the weather's turned a little bit today, but I wanted to get it done for people to buy a convertible at the end of April. I'm only 7 days late, but that was due to waiting a long time for the MOT, and also, oh, we did the new sump as well, didn't we? I forgot to mention that. We put a new sump on it, and the cam belt's been done, and it's been serviced. Forgot to mention all that as well. We have got to chase up service history. I should do that tomorrow. I'm waiting for a new key to come, and then I need to program that. So there are a couple of niggly little bits to do, but to all intents and purposes, it's done, finished, and that I'm pleased to get it finished. I'll be even more pleased to get it sold. 4 people are interested in this. One of them is one of the admins on the mums group that I advertised my car, so I had to give her first refusal. So I shall message her tomorrow, let her know it's ready, and then I would expect that it's gone by the weekend. So that's it. Project Roger complete and looking fabulous. So don't forget, as I always say, always repeat myself, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that button, subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. It really, really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you topless very soon. Or maybe not topless, but you know what I mean. I'm out of here.